The European Union has agreed to a new sanctions package against Russia over its war in Ukraine. This is one of the toughest sanctions packages the EU has approved yet, and Brussels says these measures will have an impact over time, gradually weakening Russia's economy. Russian oil revenues are crashing fast, and Putin is extremely worried. It's not just Ukraine striking back, Europe is now stepping in as well. To make matters worse for the Kremlin, a recent Ukrainian strike landed just 1 mile away from Putin's residence in Sochi. This wasn't just about destroying an oil refinery, it was about sending Putin a message. He isn't safe anywhere in Russia. The attack took place near the Sochi airport, close to one of Putin's known residences. Sochi is a beautiful, tourist-friendly city, often used as propaganda to display Russia's strength. But now even its residents are questioning why they are being targeted for decisions made by their leader. In the attack, Russian air defenses, including the S-300 and S-400 systems, attempted to intercept Ukrainian drones. Despite the heavy defenses, not all drones were taken down. Some made direct hits on an old oil depot, causing a massive fire. While Russian officials claim their defenses intercepted 100% of the drones, citizen videos told a different story, showing explosions and burning fuel depots. These contradictions are fueling public distrust of the Russian government. The impact of such strikes is clear. Russia's crude oil and petroleum product exports have dropped to their lowest seasonal levels in 5 years. Moscow insists the drop is due to a focus on domestic supply, but in reality, the strikes are crippling its ability to export and earn dollars to fund the war. Historically, Russia's shadow oil fleet provided much of the revenue Putin spent on the military. Ukraine's targeted strikes on refineries, oil depots, logistical hubs are now directly undermining Russia's war machine. The European Union's new sanctions package adds even more pressure. Unlike the previous fixed $60 per barrel price cap, which became less effective when oil prices fell, the new cap is set at 15% below the average global market rate of the past 10 days. This flexible system ensures Russia cannot adapt to changing prices as easily, making the sanctions more effective over time. The goal isn't to remove Russian oil from the market completely, doing so would spike global prices, but to cut Moscow's profits and weaken its ability to wage war. Still, the EU's sanctions will be far more effective if the United States joins in. Washington is already applying more pressure. President Trump has suggested accelerating secondary sanctions against China and India, two of Russia's key buyers. U.S. Treasury officials are also pressing China to reduce its purchases of Russian and Iranian oil as part of ongoing trade negotiations. If China concedes, Russia's economy will suffer an even greater blow. Meanwhile, the U.S. continues to supply Ukraine with military aid. In the past 24 hours alone, Washington approved $650 million in new support, including Hawk Phase 3 air defense systems, Bradley fighting vehicle repairs, and spare parts. Retired General Ben Hodges explained that what Ukraine needs most are precision long-range weapons to destroy Russian headquarters, artillery and logistics. He stressed that striking inside Russia to eliminate drone factories or bomber bases isn't necessarily offensive, but rather a form of defense that prevents attacks on Ukrainian cities. On Russian state TV, the propaganda narrative remains unchanged. Russia claims it is not at war with Ukraine, but with the West, particularly the United States. Kremlin media continues to frame the conflict as an existential struggle against foreign powers, even floating threats of nuclear escalation. Despite these claims, the reality is, Ukraine is fighting for its sovereignty and freedom. While Russia's military and economy continue to weaken under mounting pressure from both Ukraine and the West,